Chapter 3 The Birth of Lord Krishna. One pleasant evening, earth seemed bathed in happiness and love. The sacred constellation, Rohini, appeared above with other stars and planets twinkling in the cloudless sky. The universe itself seemed pleasing, still, and satisfied. The moonlit Mother Earth displayed her pastures, mines, and towns. In fragrant trees, cuckoos and bees sang out their pleasing sounds. The rivers poured clear water into reservoirs and lakes, where lotuses and lilies bloomed, appearing wide awake. The Brahmins rose before the dawn, took bath, and set alight their sacrificial fires in accord with Vedic rites. Across the lakes and pastures, silky, fragrant breezes came. This pleased the Brahmins tending fires, but didn't spoil the flames. The Brahmins, who had suffered much from Kamsa and his men, began to feel tranquility pervade their hearts again. The higher worlds resounded with the sounds of kettle drums as gods peered down at earth, expecting Krishna soon would come. While gods threw flowers, danced and sang in heavenly enclaves, assembling clouds made thundering sounds like gentle ocean waves. And Vishnu, he who dwells within the hearts of you and me, appeared as if a full moon from the heart of Devaki. In his 4 hands the child held lotus, chakra, conch, and club. His bangled arms and jeweled ears and gold helmet above his scattered hair set off his yellow silks and blue-black skin. And there around his neck was hung the famed Kaustuba gem. As Vasudeva beheld the child, he thought his eyes had failed. How could the Lord, so nicely dressed, be born inside a jail? The father could not celebrate, though he was much inclined, so he gave out 10,000 cows within his joyous mind. On seeing how the child's effulgence lit the dismal cell, the awestruck Vasudeva felt peace, his worries all dispelled. He joined his palms and bowed his head, and then, though it seemed strange, began, with wife and newborn son, the following exchange. Primeval, transcendent, ubiquitous Lord, I see your position as never before. You made the creation, and yet, as its God, you're here as our Son by your own sweet facade. Your powers create everything that we see, yet they are distinct and complete potencies. You too are distinct from this world you have made, yet my confused eyes see you clearly today. My Lord, you're adored in the finest of rooms. Why come in a jail through a prisoner's womb? O Master of all, I can safely presume, since you have arrived, cruel Kamsa is doomed. Devaki said, Dear Almighty Lord, now at last you have come within your creation as bright as the sun. The Vedas exalt you and all you arrange. No one can divorce you or force you to change. The common man longs for the heavenly skies and freedom from illness, old age, and demise. But when you appear, death itself runs away, and we all feel peaceful, no longer afraid. As Kamsa still persecutes good people, please defeat all the fears of sincere devotees, and cover this form, much adored by the wise, from envious evil material eyes. Your 4-handed form doesn't fit in this world. I should have a 2-handed boy or a girl. No one will think Vishnu could come from my womb. Please change and I'll hide you, the guards will come soon. Lord Vishnu said, My dear mother, now please be blessed. Of chaste women you are the best. Let me now put your mind at rest. Let your heart fill with happiness. Long ago in a former life, you were still Vasudeva's wife. Though Brahma said to procreate, you first sat down to meditate. Both of you sat through heat and cold, hearts made perfect by self-control. I was pleased, so I asked you to say what you wanted me to do. All you wanted, you said humbly, was the boon of a son like me. Twice I came as your son back then. Here today I have come again. Had I come as a normal boy, would your faith have been unalloyed? Still I'm yours, and since you love me, when you die you will come to me. Lord Vishnu then fell silent, and before his parents' eyes he changed from Vishnu to a child of normal shape and size. Reclining in his legendary transcendental form, he showed himself as baby Krishna, smiling, bright and warm. Then Yogamaya took her birth, just as Lord Krishna planned, across the river Jamuna in Nanda's rural land. When Yashoda, King Nanda's wife, gave birth that mystic night, exhausted from her labor, she slept on, her eyes shut tight. By Yogamaya's influence, the guards in Kamsa's jail, not hearing sounds of childbirth, not a whimper, sob, or wail, fell fast asleep as well, and could not see nor hear a sound, as all the gates swung open and their locks fell to the ground. When thundering clouds let out their rain as gently as they could, a mystic serpent sheltered man and son with many hoods. As Vasudeva, the huge white snake, and babe of blackish blue snuck quickly past the sleeping guards, King Kamsa slept on too. The swirling river Jamuna, made deeper by the showers, came to a halt and made a path by Yogamaya's power. The river welcomed Vasudeva, lest Krishna should be lost, just as the Indian Ocean once allowed Lord Ram to cross. When Vasudeva reached Nanda's house, where everybody slept, he found the room of Yashoda and pondered his next step. In hopes that even Kamsa would not kill a newborn daughter, he switched the babes and ran at once back through the swirling waters. Back past the sleeping guards he slipped, through every open door. He chained himself and Devaki in shackles as before. He placed the girl by Devaki, who looked at her and smiled, while Yashoda, asleep, knew not the gender of her child.